Right. Would my questions be more sincere if I was more sincere, if that makes sense? I know it's a weird question, but does a sincere person have better questions, like more to the point ones, like ones that, you know?
Sincerity tends to mature over time, the more that one is exposed systematically to truth. And so it isn't about chasing sincerity. If the person has the DNA for the truth, to seek the truth, and the more they expose themselves to the truth, the nature of their questions begin to change, because the orientation of their interiority begins to change, and cosmetics, and it tends to move more towards the fundamental nature of things.
I feel a gravitational pull to play societal games. I feel like I can see a lot of falsehood. But it feels like I have to partake on some level to just, I don't know, get by living in a city. How do I maintain sincerity? How do I?
Well, there's no requirement to leave society and to move into a cave. One certainly may if they wish, but there's no requirement to do so. It is not either or. So the sincerity does not live in society. The sincerity lives within a particular human being. Therefore, living in a society does not preclude one from seeking the truth. In fact, living in a society so easily reveals the falsehoods that in some ways it makes it easier to see truth. So long as one understands through some degree of rigorous understanding and some degree of exposure to truth on a systematic and continual basis, that all that he sees in the outside world is false. It is entirely false. And that is not an easy thing to see, because it is natural for the human being to believe that, yes, while I see this is false and that is false, how can everything be false? That just cannot be. And that one thought, that one belief, as logical as it may sound, keeps the human being on the hook